Hello, everybody. I am officially live, live, live. We are currently waiting on Jenna from Rosaprima. So I'm really excited to talk to her today. About the One Flower Family Movement. There she is. Let me go ahead and.
I tried to log in 5 did not let me do anything.
That's okay, Jenna. No worries, because this is the first time I'm using this technology.
Okay,
So, it's totally understandable. Technology is a mess nowadays. It's so confusing.
I agree, but
But
we're here.
you
We
did
made
it. We're
it.
here.
All right, I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Thank you for joining me. This is like a new initiative that Woofsa has started. So, I just really want to get it off the ground and let people know about it, know what it is and what we're really trying to accomplish in the community. So, well, first things first, how are you? Just like in general.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I actually tried to do this from the office today. However, I don't know if you know, but Miami people are not equipped to drive in the rain. So halfway there, it started raining, and
Yeah,
I'm watching my GPS. One accident, two, three, four, five. So I was like, I think I'm not gonna make it to the office. I need to turn around and get back home before it's too late. So that's exactly
absolutely.
what I had to do. You know?
You did the absolutely right thing you did it right.
Yeah,
You
it's
absolutely
so
did.
bad. The traffic gets bad really fast. So, but other than that, I'm doing wonderful. I am on vacation this week. It's a Christmas week, as you know, so it's my
Yeah,
favorite festive holiday season. So I love it. It's going to be an amazing week.
that's great. Well, first of all, you're on your vacation week and you still decided to talk to me.
Absolutely.
That's
It's my honor.
crazy. Oh,
It is
thank you
my
so
honor.
much. That's so great. What's funny about the East Coast is that literally no one knows how to drive during any kind of weather. I'm in Maryland, and when it snows, everybody's like 1 inch of snow. We're all like, help! Like everyone is just panicking and freaking out, and schools closed down. And I'm from Chicago, so like that doesn't happen. Like it will be a blizzard, and we have to go to school. So it's shocking the way people react to weather.
Yeah, yeah.
Shocking.
For
But
us, it's the rain.
for you, it's the rain. That's is it a Christmas tree in the background? What is that?
Yes, it is my Christmas tree out this way. This way.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you. I figured, might as well make it festive.
As well. Yes, I'm actually coming from my apartment as well because I actually have COVID.
Oh,
So
wow. But
yeah,
you're okay, right? You're doing
I am
good.
okay. Yeah, I would be in office, but which I really want to be in office, but I want to keep everyone safe, keep myself quarantined, locked down till I get better. So
Of course.
actually it ends tomorrow. My quarantine ends tomorrow.
Oh, good, good, good. And you're feeling 100%.
Just
So,
about, yeah.
I mean, you look great. You're glowing. So I
Thank
can only
you.
imagine.
I had to get the lighting over here, Jenna. I had to get the lighting.
I love it.
Okay, well, I have some viewers here on Instagram. Oh, awesome. And we can actually get started now. I have a set for like 30 minutes, but if we go over, we go over.
Perfect.
Um, so first things first, let our viewers know who you are and what your role is with the company that you're with.
Absolutely. My name is Jenna, Jenna Gizerski. A lot of the viewers probably met me at one point or another. I'm a sales manager for North America at Rosaprima. And yeah, apart from, the daily nitty-gritty stuff that involves, working for a beautiful farm out of Ecuador and making sure those roses get to US and Canada in perfect condition, while building strong relationships would probably be what my job is all about. But I would say the most important thing to me in my job would be leading an amazing team and motivating an amazing team of sales reps. So that's the biggest goal.
That's awesome. And so, how long have you been, I guess, a leader?
In a leadership role, I've been just almost 3 years.
Nice.
Prior to that, I was just a regular sales rep at Rosaprima.
And you moved your way on up. I see. I love that.
Yes.
Um, so, you said that you have farms in Ecuador. Have you been to Ecuador?
I actually have been to Ecuador. It's an amazing thing that Rosa Prima does for the US team is they do take us to Ecuador to visit the farm, and sometimes we go during the expo floor, so we'll get to go to the show and get to visit the farm, and obviously the offices in Ecuador as well. So. Mhm.
Oh, that's so
So
exciting.
I went, I think it was about 5 years ago or 6 years ago, right when I first started at Rosa Prima is when I got to go, and it was incredible. I teared up when I walked into our farm, and I
Yeah.
saw people. It was like over 1,000 of people, and there was music playing in the background, and they're doing, everything is done by hand, like every rubber band, every staple, everything goes in by hand, and they're just singing and smiling, and they're just so happy to do it, and it was just such an emotional moment because we don't
Yeah.
realize what it takes. We just look at the end product, that a rose is a rose, but what goes into that, how much love and people, it was incredible.
Oh, that
It was a
is
very
incredible.
emotional moment for me.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's amazing. And you know what? That's kind of the kind of stories that we want to tell, honestly, that, it's not just you go to a grocery store or a retailer and you just get a rose and there's so much more that kind of goes into it, from A all the way down to that last Z.
Exactly.
So I'm really happy you're here to talk with me about that today. I did want to know, what's your company's background with Woofsa?
Well, as for the last 8 years that I've been with Rosa Prima, we've definitely participated in every single exhibition. So at every single FDC we were part of.
Yeah.
I know that we've sponsored a couple of times, so that's also a big deal because it helps, everybody to just make things more amazing.
Absolutely.
I was lucky enough to attend FedEx DevEx Philly a couple of years ago. That was such an incredible trip. It was so much fun. I came back recharged, in love with the industry. I was like,
Yeah.
let's go. I didn't want to stop. It was just like it was a new beginning for me. So I really loved that program. And as of this year, I am a Woofsa marketing committee member. So it's really important to me on my personal growth level. So it's a big deal. So all in all, I would say, little by little, we're growing more and more with this amazing organization, and the future looks really bright. It's going to be amazing.
That's fantastic. And so, um, with COVID occurring, do you think that was, a bit challenging for Rosa Prima? Did you guys have you know, some challenges along the way?
Definitely, definitely, yes. I mean, from we keep talking about what happened 2 years ago and how scary it was, and
Yeah.
everybody was like at the end. But fast forward, at Rosa Prima, we really do believe in 6 P's, and it's called prior preparation prevents piss poor performance. So knowing what we know, having the facts that we have,
Yeah.
we kind of take the challenges as opportunities. We make it happen. I know logistics has been hell for everybody. It's been ongoing, from flight delays to things being canceled to
Yeah.
just everything is being slow mo, and we don't know what's going on, and higher rates and this and that. But we have to find an opportunity in that, and we have to just know that at the end, whatever comes our way, we have to take it and we have to make it work. So
Absolutely.
that's just kind of an attitude that we need to have, because if not, what else? Just you might as well just fold up, right? So positive
Exactly.
attitude, preparation is the key. Knowing what we know today, what we've already seen happen, what
Yeah.
can we do better?
That's perfect. I love that. And so, I guess after 2 years, we came back together in Miami. What was that? In June, and it being that we gone through what we gone through, we weren't able to have a conference last year, and we were able to come back together at FDC, and you were very prominent at the conference. Like, I loved seeing you everywhere. What was that like being back on the show floor, and having seen colleagues and your peers after so long?
Blake, it was so lovely. You can tell the energy in the room was, I have goosebumps just talking about it. It was
right?
incredible. We haven't seen each other for so long, and even though we only see each other like once a year, it's still the power of 3 days of being together and doing amazing things for the industry. Like that makes all the difference. So it was such a good feeling to be back together, and it was like it felt as if nothing happened, and just shows you how to see the same faces come back after such a traumatic time for the country, for the
Yeah,
world, to come back and continue on, just breaking through and making things happen and being creative. It's incredible, the stories that people shared about what they went through, how they did, what they had to do in order to survive. To me, it's just inspiring, absolutely
absolutely.
inspiring. Our industry is incredible. I'm just so blessed, so blessed.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there were so many, we were shocked by how many people were able to actually exhibit. And being that, travel restrictions, we had a few of our Colombia and Ecuador members come as well, but we still were missing quite a few. So we didn't want to lose, we didn't want to give, members a reason to like be concerned or worry. We're like, you know what, we're gonna come together the best we can come together. And if it doesn't work out this year, we're going to keep going. Next year it is, the year after that, whatever it may be. Because honestly, like, come on, we're together. We're a family. We've got to stick together. And so for my first experience being, at the conference, it was just really, I was told that the energy was so different, like than usual conferences, and I was like, is it always like this? It's like everyone is so like collaborative and everyone is so friendly, and it was just so great to speak to so many people because I was over with my camera talking to all the suppliers. So it was really interesting just like hearing, what they were doing and their beautiful product. I actually spoke to you
You did.
at your booth, and
You did.
you did a fantastic job, and you guys have beautiful roses. It's just incredible. It's an incredible industry. So to
Thank
see
you. It really is.
seeing everybody come together, even with all the challenges and the supply chain issues, whatever it may be, like we were able to really pull through and have this event. And so in 2022, which is literally next week, I can't believe it.
Yes.
The conference is in March this time, and we have already like, I mean, I think that's like we're over 50% in yeah, in our show floor. Like we already have so many exhibitors, so many tabletops already. It's incredible. So everyone is so hyped, and I cannot wait to see you. Are you going to be there? I hope you're going to be
Oh,
there.
absolutely,
Uh,
absolutely. I'm actually gonna be there before with the rest of the gang to set everything up and make sure we have an amazing event. So
awesome.
yes, I'll definitely be there. And Blake, just to talk real quick to touch on the last conference,
Yeah.
I think the fact that the amount of social media you personally have done, it was tremendous. It really helps to put us out there and spread the word, because
Yeah.
before it wasn't like that. So kudos to you for doing the Instagram takeovers and interviews and videos. It really it gave good content to reshare and to share with the rest of the world what our industry is all about. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wanted to. I mean, that was like a lot for me. Like, I wasn't, I haven't experienced being a part of a Florida industry and doing social for them. So it was really great to just like talk to people and just understand, their processes and their companies. I was like, okay, this is really interesting. I'm like, it was giving me some ideas for 2022.
Oh yeah,
I just want to showcase members in the best way possible. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
absolutely, absolutely.
So today here we're really here to talk about. I mean, we're here to talk about Woofsa, but we're also want to talk about a new initiative. So it's called the Flower Movement. Hashtag One Flower Family, and you're actually sporting some swag that you recently got,
That's
and so.
right.
And so at the Woofsa board meeting in New Orleans, which was how was that? I didn't even
It was quite amazing.
yeah.
First of all, it was my first meeting, so needless to
Okay.
say, it was really exciting. It was my first time in New Orleans. That was really exciting. We stayed in a haunted hotel. That was mega exciting.
Whoa.
So yeah, it was really great, but it was to participate in the Woofsa committee. It was such an I felt important, like we do big things.
Yep,
So
I
I
do.
love it. I absolutely loved it. The energy was great. Again, the members of the Woofsa board and the committee, they're just awesome people all around and a lot of fun to be around and extremely intelligent. So you always learn something new then and walk away with something. Definitely it was awesome, it was great.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you had a great time and that,
We've
you're
missed
having.
you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know Dominique was able to be there to host, but I heard you guys came. I mean, she gave me a bunch of notes on what you guys came back with, including everything from the flower movement. And just so anybody else who's watching does not know what that is, the flower movement is actually it's kind of like a grassroots campaign that was brought about by our president Gabriel, and he wanted some kind of way that we can kind of connect with the other, not only members, but other floral communities, and give them a voice, giving them the ability to, promote oneness, promote social activism, to really storytell and let everyone know that, hey, there's a lot of mechanics that go into this, but there's also so much joy and light that flowers bring, that each company really does, and we don't really talk about that. We don't really talk about the activism, and whether it be internal with the employees at your companies, or whether it be externally, if you want to, if you want to go out and do any kind of volunteerism, it doesn't, really matter. But what matters is that we give everyone a voice, and that we come and we talk about it and figure out ways we can collaborate and do things together. So Woofsa it has some things in the work itself. Actually expanding the One Flower family movement. So I'm really excited to I can't say anything yet. It's not finalized, but we have a marketing committee meeting coming up soon. So I'm going to introduce you to all of this new stuff we're going to do.
Great.
Um, uh, but I'm really, really excited for this initiative. I immediately heard it and I was like, I want to start promoting this ASAP so people can just at least get it in their heads and we can just start spreading the word. And so that comes back to you, Jenna and Rosaprima. You're one of my second guests. So I really want to make sure I'm giving you guys that exposure and that platform, whether it be here, which is just, it might be a little minimal, but we have a decent following for Woofsa. So we want to let people know what you guys are up to and what you're doing.
Of
So
course, of course. So within the company, for employees, what Rosa Prima does is we get a bunch of flowers every week to beautify our homes. A lot of us are still working from home, so it
yeah,
is really nice to always have the flowers in your house because they make you feel better, they elevate your mood, and everything is just more magical.
no,
And
yes,
yes, we do participate in local events, in different charities, wherever we can plug ourselves into to help the elderly, the people in need, whatever we can do. We do participate in the programs like that, with meaningful organizations. I know for 2022, we're looking into working with, that's just one of the examples, with Susan Komen Foundation. So to do something huge for breast cancer and to give back and spread awareness. So things like that. We also pedal it forward every year, to support
yes.
the SAF initiative. This year was really exciting because there was a little mishap, and half of the flowers for the US for Pedal It Forward got left behind by an accident in Ecuador. So we got creative and we had our sales team in Ecuador do Pedal It Forward in Ecuador. And it was their first time. And they were like, oh my God, this is so weird, but they did amazing and ended up having such a good time. So that
Oh,
definitely is something that we love. And we try to get creative and do something cool with social media because that is exactly what's helping our movements get bigger and louder. I love that. Social media is the king right now when it comes to that.
it is.
Yes, and then as far as social initiatives that company is part of, I know right now they all the time they always Rosa Prima always supports the community near the Guachala in the Cayambe area.
Okay.
So the latest initiative is I mean, we do amazing things for kids and people in need, but this one is truly my favorite. Considering the pandemic and how a lot of people, don't have access to proper technology in Ecuador, and they
Yes.
have to homeschool their children because of the pandemic, we're providing $30,000 worth of equipment like tablets, printers, computers to
Yes.
families in need and children, so their kids who also deserve great education can homeschool without having any problems. So, I mean, how
Um,
amazing is that? That's just one of the initiatives. I'm not crying, you're crying. How cool is that? I
I'm
know
not
it's
crying,
giving
Jenna,
me.
you're crying. Oh my God, that's
So,
fantastic.
so yes, and it's very important, being a rose grower and providing a product that really, does all these amazing things that we all know flowers do. It's really good to be able to give back and do something awesome for others.
You are absolutely right. Yeah, that's just warms my heart completely because and again, like we would have never known that about Rosa Prima and your fantastic activism. I mean, and that's really why it's so important to share these stories. So thank you again for sharing. That's I mean, it's fantastic.
Thank you. And not
Um,
to mention, the company really loves this planet. So whatever we take from it in order to produce flowers, we
yeah,
give back. So if you guys follow our live sessions as well, but from Rosa Prima, the last two were done at the farm, and it's all about how we do things in order to preserve the planet and do things in a better way. So it's also I think to me it's extremely satisfying knowing those things.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, because I mean we're literally polluting the earth one freaking piece of garbage after the next. So whenever we can actually like do those things that can help be more sustainable, like I always appreciate that. So I love that initiative, especially in the industry that is floral, because we use a lot of material. So when that kind of factors in, like they can think like, all this transportation and all this material you're using, it's just, it's not working out. But look,
Yes,
let's recycle, reuse. Like I'm with it. That's fantastic. Um,
absolutely.
I did have a question. This is a good one. If you can give any advice to another wholesale florist or floral supplier, a salesperson, really, what would it be to go out and do these things? I understand it's easy to talk about it, but what advice would you give to I guess anyone who's viewing and members, like, to go out and do those things?
I think it's very important to first you have to get locally involved. You have to look for opportunities within your local community to do awesome things.
Yeah.
As far as the company goes, there's so many things companies can do, and it's just doing a little bit of research to see. A lot of times it's not more expensive to do something. It's actually
Yeah.
sometimes even less money, but you're doing the greater good. So, and sometimes it is worth to invest a little bit more in order to do things better way, that are better for the planet and for the people around you. And
Absolutely.
the thing is, every little bit helps. Every little bit that you can do is an amazing thing. So I encourage people to get more involved in the floral industry and to find out how they can do things and how they can help,
Yeah,
because I mean, we have the power, we really do.
we do. Absolutely. And it all just starts with just creating the conversation. Like, even if you have the idea, because I know for Woofsa, like we all have these ideas, and we want to do them, we want to execute them, but you know, that's great. We just have to get them on the table first, like we have to actually see, like, okay, well, in what way can we actually help? And that's how this campaign kind of came about. Gabriel Becerra had this idea, and we were like, okay, so let's kind of run with this here. Let's see what we can do with it and see how we can actually, like, do better and do more in the floral communities, then Woofsta is just putting on a show. Like we want to be more than that. We want to be more to that. Our members obviously want to be more than just giving away, selling flowers, and there's more to it. So
Absolutely. One flower family. I mean, it's all about
flower family.
sharing stories, storytelling, right? So that way we can get ideas off of each other and continue to do things better and more in unity.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. And so, to continue to keep this ball rolling, I've been communicating with quite a few members, trying to get them to, speak to me like you are right now. And so I'm asking all of my guests to challenge a person or a company, a member company, to come speak with me live to talk about their stories, talk about what their companies are doing, any initiatives or social activism that they're involved in. And so, Jenna, who are you challenging next?
I'm going to challenge a beautiful girl who's created an amazing company
Yeah.
who I just think deserves the support and the acknowledgement because I think what she did is incredible, and I'm going to nominate Detail Software.
Yes. Okay. And so, details, is that Corinne? Corinne,
Yes, it is.
yes. I met Corinne at FTC, and she is so bright. She is so
She's
fantastic.
a true inspiration, and she did something
Yes,
unique for the industry.
she
She's
did.
created a platform that I'll let her talk all about in her next session, but
Okay.
because don't give me another half an hour, I'll tell you everything about everybody.
Low-key, I will tell
So
everyone about her. Like, it's fantastic. Just when I went over to her booth, and I was like, this is so different. I'm like, what is going on here? And being that she's an entrepreneur and a female founder is I love that.
I agree.
So that's a great challenge. That's a great challenge. So I will communicate with Corinne. I don't know. She might be watching. I have no idea. But I'm gonna forward this to her, this conversation that me and you had, so that way she can prepare, and then we can just keep the ball rolling and keep challenging everyone to just continue to come and speak to me about their stories. So
Absolutely.
that's great. Well, that kind of comes to the end of the line here, Jenna. I mean, we're actually like 30 minutes on the dot, which is perfect.
I know.
Um,
Perfectionists, two perfectionists doing their thing. Look at that.
right? I know. It's what you need. But before we hop off, do you have any last words, just in general?
Yes, in general, I would like to say one last thing. It
Yeah.
would be always find time to take care of yourself because we spend so much time giving ourselves to others that sometimes we simply forget to to take care of the one person that actually matters kind of the most. So it's extremely important to do things that make you bloom. Painting,
Mhm.
walking, singing, whatever makes your heart sing, do that and do it more often.
Oh, I love that. To make you bloom, make you bloom.
You like that? I
Hey,
love it.
see, you you deserve to be on this marketing committee. Let me tell you, you earned your
I
spot.
thank you.
Sarah. You earned your spot. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
just want to let everyone know. Just of course, bloom. Just
That's
bloom. Just like Jenna said. Just make sure you bloom and you take care of yourself so you can take care of others. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here, Jenna. You look fantastic in your shirt. You look
Thank
beautiful. You
you.
look gorgeous. So thank you for taking the time, to speak with me today. And I hope everybody enjoyed themselves watching.
Thank you. Thank you, Blake. Have very happy holidays, and
You
we'll
too.
talk in the new year.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
And
darling.